Oh, fuck. Booger, it's almost 4:20, man. We gotta go, bro.
Not without our supplies.
Hey, it's the Budman and Booger show. Hey, it's the Budman and Booger show. Every day they live, cracking jokes, staging pranks and shit. Bag of dro, we go smoke, yeah, we up in this bitch. We on the Budman and Booger.
Oh, yeah. We are live on a Weed Wednesday. It's the Budman and Booger Show, broadcasting from the Wild Jones Podcast Studios.
Live on YouTube and Facebook.
Here in beautiful, sunny California. Well, not so sunny today.
Oh, you got to turn the volume down on your phone, Bud sister.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't know it was on, sorry.
We're right here every Wednesday at 6, and you know what? It seems like we're here every day. Time is flying. Weeks are like days now. What's going on?
Yeah.
You don't think this has anything to do with any multi-dimensional alien invasions, do you?
Oh, we're going to get to that. I will say this. Like today, it finally rained here in Northern California, here in Sacramento, where we're broadcasting from. And
out of nowhere.
And whenever it rains in California, people tend to freak out because
traffic sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, not like Arizona, because it barely rains there. You're either freaking out on the road or you're outside, like, cheering.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's an exciting thing when it rains in Arizona. It never rains there.
It came down hard for a minute.
A few days ago, flooded. My whole town is flooded. Can't get in or out.
We got a special guest in the studio today. Of course, joining us as always is our boy Jamie Jones in the building.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen?
We also got Lizard in the studio today.
What's up, guys?
Bud sis.
Yeah, this
Bud
is
sister.
yeah, it's my sister. Everybody.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm the big sister.
The big sister.
Yeah, the big sister.
We're gonna have some stories.
You wouldn't be smoking weed if it wasn't for me.
Ah.
Budman.
Oh yeah, I want to hear that.
Oh, I got some stories. All I got to say is Jolt
Start
Cola
some of that.
and Tales from Demon Night. Do you remember that?
Demon Night was like with the Tales from the Crypt Demon Night movie was like one of the first things I ever did like in the public when I was stoned. Like I got stoned and I went and saw Demon Night.
That's cool.
Yeah.
If you thought about it, like, what line of questioning do you think I would have for your sister?
Ooh. Oh, probably supernatural shit. Yeah.
I had a feeling because you asked me about that when I called in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah.
So we already talked about it. Never mind. Then.
So,
that's beautiful.
so
But I got some stories if we have
Nah, I
time.
love
after
it.
Oh
that.
yeah, we got lots of time.
What's up, Boog,
Lots of
man?
time.
How are you, Mr. Booger?
Good, dude. I'm just surfing.
I see
I'm
it.
surfing.
Riding the wave.
I am catching wave after wave after wave. It's a great feeling.
Tonight is a big night here at the Wild Jones podcast studio. There's going to be we got another show joining us today.
Look at her.
Blunts and Broads. Blunt Broads.
Blunt Broads.
Blunt Broads. I keep
Coming
saying
up on
blunts
the
and broads.
Brand
Blunt
new.
Broads.
brand new
The
first
latest edition,
episode.
Wild
First
Jones Podcast Network.
Damn right.
Yeah,
Newest
how would
edition.
you describe Blunt Broads?
Blunt Broads is a show from a lady's perspective, hosted by another Jones and my cousin Caress. They are doing a show about women in cannabis and mothers and changing the of who is the pot smoking female. You know,
Right.
they own
Right here, bro.
they work, they own businesses, they run, they're parents, but they smoke pot, so
Right.
they want to talk about that shit. And my cousin's ratchet as fuck, so she does like a lot of lit shit. She may get in a fight in a strip club. She may take off on her brother. Like, she does a lot of wild shit to talk about that as well.
I
But-
saw you know, because I keep up with the Joneses on Instagram.
for shiggity. Jamie Jones, one word.
Y'all look like some superheroes, some supervillains or something the other day out on the town.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all look hella cool.
I appreciate that,
Yeah.
bro. We are hella cool.
Yeah. I was like, look at them right there.
We're
I was
tight
like,
as 3-year-olds, bro.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good when you're number one, man. When you guys are like just the ultimate teammates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the real. Y'all are the real deal.
Yeah, I love my bitch.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm just
I like it.
she's out there.
From what I
No, we've been together 18 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Right
19 years, maybe. You know what I mean? I'll give myself an applause for that.
Hell yeah.
And so we've been through it all. You know what I mean? We were together running the world for 12 years before
She's your ride or die, right?
Before we even started having kids, so
Yeah.
we knew each other. You know what I mean? It was like kids were 12 years after getting together. So we've been, we rock. We got a routine. We know each other.
Well, I'm excited to see her get on the mic. Jump
She
on
likes
the mic.
threesomes too.
Yeah, I was gonna let you reveal that thing because it was like the post said something like y'all were girlfriend hunting. or
Yeah, I
something.
just talk shit. I'd be lying.
I was like,
but-
I like it.
I see
like
those on Tinder sometimes.
Oh, for
You see a
real?
chick, and then
Oh, they
she'll be
be
with her
couple?
dude.
Ah,
Well, I mean, honestly-
we could join Tinder.
My opinion, like, I don't think I could do it, but like, my opinion is the best way is somebody you don't know, and like Tinder's perfect for that. 'Cause That
Right.
way, you're never gonna see the person again.
Right.
You know, because some girls can get crazy. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That's what everyone does is the whole online thing. But I still think that the what?
There's a mic out there.
Oh yeah, no, there's no mic out there.
There is
yet?
a mic out there.
My
Yeah.
husband's watching. He's probably like, "Wait, is she like for it now?"
I still think the one of the best ways is just to like
I
go
just
be
want
out in
them
the
all to
public
myself.
and meet somebody. Like, hey, y'all need to come out to our little karaoke spot.
Oh, wow. Analog?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
oh,
go
yeah.
out and actually see
Yeah.
people and
Yeah.
talk and shit?
I know it sounds so foreign and alien
Who
nowadays.
does that?
You know, but
I
you,
seen a nightclub where they all gave out headphones.
shout out to the Motherlode. The Motherlode bar where we do karaoke. Yeah, you saw people wearing headphones. That's the silent disco shit.
At a nightclub. Like, how do you talk? How do you even, like,
Yeah.
do we text? Or are we, like,
Right, yeah,
automatically,
exactly it.
like,
Yeah, how
how
does
do
that
you
work?
party? How do you...
Quietly.
Yeah, it's like...
They just pull their phones out and you like scan their Snapchat or something, and then you just text them.
For real. Like,
while
yep,
you're
text you.
rocking out to the silent disco.
Just hold signs and shit. Wanna fuck?
Hey, you are a pimp if you can get laid at a silent disco.
For real.
The old school
You know
is
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
classified ads, on like the back of them papers that
Oh,
you
yeah.
find downtown for free. Like,
Rest
well,
in
they probably
peace.
still do it, sort of, but like, yeah.
Rest in peace, Backpage.
Uh,
I heard they went down.
Yeah.
I
The
have
personal
friends-
section on Craigslist is gone.
They went down too?
Yep.
yeah, Booger's one of the
Oh.
last people to actually make a Craigslist baby.
Yep. I got the last Craigslist baby in America.
For real?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about the dude with the ramen noodles fetish?
What?
Oh.
Okay, this is real. Like, we could probably find it on the internet somewhere, but this guy put up a post. He wanted a girl to come over,
Yeah.
and he was going to basically make ramen noodle soup in his bathtub.
Uh-huh.
And all he wanted to do was the girl to come and just sit in it.
Oh, he's lit.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
he's fucked up. Get in the fucking tub.
Oh, he's
Like,
lit.
wow.
Yeah,
That is-
he's out.
that
He's
is
out
a-
there.
That's a creative way to get a girl naked, though.
That's a weird
But he
orgasm.
didn't want to
Yeah.
do anything with her. It's like, what is he all creepy? Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's what
eat the
they all
noodles
say.
after she's stewed in it for a while. I don't know.
It's like, I-
Hey,
Puss
whatever
juice
floats your
noodles.
boat, I guess.
I don't want to eat you. I just want to taste you.
That's just like freaking creepy, man.
That is pretty creepy.
That's a weird fetish, though. If that's an actual fetish.
But I bet we could find weirder if we really wanted to look.
Oh, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. Hey, if you guys want to interact with the show, you can hit us up right now. 916-750-0420. That's 916-750-0420. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can interact in the chat box. Big shout out to Callie Lolly, who's up in there.
Kelly Lolly.
All up
She wanted
in
some
it.
help with moving and upgrading her bedroom.
Moving?
Yeah, she said something about she turned her bed into like a wrestling rink or something.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
that sounds fun.
That sounds interesting. Kelly Lolly.
Fucking wrestling ring. Booger the other day told me that he wants to get a bed that hangs. Like a hanging bed.
Thank you.
You want a bed swing?
Yeah, like a bed. Yeah, is that what you call it, Booger? A bed swing?
No, it's a bed frame and it hangs so it moves a little bit when you sleep, and it's supposed to promote dreaming. A
Mm.
little bit better dreams.
Sounds like it promotes damage to the walls. That's what it sounds like.
You gotta have
Because you'd be
limited.
yeah, fucking on it would be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you'd be kept in one spot, right? It's like if you
Right.
were on the bed that was actually moving and suspending.
Just sounds like motion sickness.
Yeah, it'd be tough. I mean,
you
I'd
imagine-
try it.
Imagine like girls on top putting work in, you're feeling good, but then all of a sudden you start getting motion sick and you got to stop. Nothing makes you.
You never been drunk sex? I've gotten motion sick.
Right, yeah.
Oh
Imagine-
shit!
Imagine drunk sex on the fucking swing bed that
Oh
Booger
yeah,
was.
that would be crazy. But don't they have like sex swings?
Yes,
Yeah.
and Kelly Lolly, she has one still in her in the box. She's been looking for someone to help
She's
her.
never
install
opened
that.
the box.
Yeah, brand new in the box.
Oh,
Sex
wow.
swing, and she can call us or she can Google Hangout us if she wants to hit us up.
Yeah, I'm sure she's really
Show
excited
us.
to reveal it after you already
Show us
told
her
everybody
swing.
about it.
Show us the swing.
Hey, I think this is the most interactive live video show on the internet.
Our show?
Yeah, we have everything, all the social media,
I
the
think
phone
we-
number, the text, the Gmail, the video.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can be a part of the show
Yep.
any minute right
They
now.
can watch it on YouTube, Facebook Live, Pornhub.
Are you kidding?
No, but that's a good idea.
We should, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, don't scare our mother if she's watching.
Oh, she's watching right
I wonder
now?
how to
I
do
don't
a
know.
Pornhub
Probably
show
not.
only.
Mom does not.
Then we
use
could
Facebook
just stream
well.
tits and like we could do the real show. I bet that show
Wow.
would get popular.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
The
That's
webcam
great-
girls are on Pornhub. Maybe people would pay us by the minutes
That's
to watch,
that's
like
a great
webcam
idea,
girl.
right?
We're camming.
Hey, look into that. Because if we could do Budman and Booger after dark, wouldn't that be the shit?
We just wouldn't even have to talk anymore. We just roll joints like Booger.
Yeah.
Let girls walk around and
Yeah.
show tits.
Just grow a beard and roll joints. Booger's got it all figured out.
Nugs and jugs.
What are you rolling up today, Booger?
I really
The
feel like
same.
we have to figure that out.
What is it?
All I
Is
got
that
is the one.
is
That's
that
all I got
the is that the lemon head?
left. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
boy, we need to pick up the pace smoking
Yeah.
that pound.
Yeah. And also this live podcast also gives away free shit too. We
True.
got free stuff, right?
True. We got a mind-blowing glass dab bong that you still have a chance to win, that all of us should promote and don't. So we all got to get on that besides our show, because not a single one of us have posted about our contest this week.
I've got it in the
Yeah, it's sitting there.
what's the name?
Yeah, it's down
then
there.
what do you
Click
call
the link.
It's
on
down
our,
there. It's down there on the corner.
Yeah, if you go ahead and click it, it's super easy. Just click.
Goddamn right. I know everybody wants $150 mind-blowing glass dab bong
Right.
with a magnetic carb cap for the bong. Like, bruh, who doesn't want that?
Right? I like to dab a little.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
do you?
dab will do you.
Your sister brought some weed last time she came out here,
Uh-huh.
and that it made me nostalgic. Like
Why?
it was actually
Did it
Mexican weed.
It sucked.
Oh yeah,
It was actual like
Reggie.
Mexican, like it was Bammer weed, like
Mazes.
actual Mexico, like the brick.
Was it like brown and shit?
yeah, it was
Ultra
that.
fresh?
Had that old smell like to
Yeah.
it. Like I was like nostalgic. I ran through thousands of pounds of that as a kid, like as an 18-year-old in the
Right.
90s. Like, but I haven't seen it like since then. Like. And it was amazing. You remember those
Oh, yeah.
those vice down brick seeds and stems, like when album covers were still around, and you needed the scrape method to
get
make
rid of
the
the
seeds
seeds.
fall to the bottom.
Yeah.
as you scooped up every time.
That's what we smoked in Phoenix, man. That was like always smoked. And I remember the first time my buddy came through with some actual like real like Cali Chronic,
Yeah.
you know, and he drops this little jar down in front of me, and it had this beautiful nugget in there, frosty and lime green with bright orange and red hairs on it.
Meanwhile, the other
And-
stuff you think weed grows flat like that, you don't know.
Yeah, I looked at it and I go, "What the fuck is that?" And he's like, "That's the chronic shit." And I go, "That's the shit
Yeah,
Dr.
that's
Dre
what
be
they-
smoking?"
That's
He's
what
like,
they called
"Yeah."
it in like the late 90s, early 2000s when I first had it, you know.
I saw that weed and I said, "That's not weed.
I know
It
you're
looks
thinking
like
they're
it's-
pulling one on you, right?
I'm like, that looks beautiful. Looks like a cartoon. Like, let me see
Right?
that. And
Right.
then I smelled it, and I was like, what the
or like
fuck?
it looks like High Times pictures.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is everything good about good smelling weed, but none of the bad. Like, this didn't have that gasoline smell.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been flattened and smuggled inside of a fuel tank.
My dad kept an ounce of that in a Ziploc bag literally my whole life. Since the moment I was born.
High grade.
Like,
There were-
and
or hydro.
and I could take 1 little gram out of an ounce. You remember the little 20-sack bags,
Yeah.
the little coin sacks? I would keep an empty one in my pocket at all times, so I can go in their room and fill one of them up with a coin sack. Call one of my friends and say, "Hey, come pick me up. I got some weed." If it wasn't their roaches, I could take 8 roaches and it make like a blunt. Yeah, we was having fun as a child. Oh, my dad's here. I forgot.
Yeah, your dad's cool.
Yeah.
Eventually, now, just so you know, if you steal weed from your dad, eventually what'll happen is your dad will be like, listen, get me an ounce of some fire shit that you and your friend smoke, and I'll just give you an eighth or a quarter out of it. Just give me the good shit.
True.
However,
Knock off
if you
the
think
sneaking in
about
my
it-
room stuff.
Yeah.
This is what I always
I gave
thought.
it back over the
Okay.
after years.
I always thought, like, you know, if your parents did have weed and you stole it, it would be the perfect crime because they don't know that you know that they smoke weed. So they're not going to come to you and be like, yo, you steal my shit?
Right.
No. They're going to be like,
Right.
oh, fuck.
Right, yeah.
Fuck, they found it, you know, or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw that on, like, some freaking movie or TV show back in the day, and I was like, dude, that's a perfect crime right there.
Yeah, now
Someone who isn't me.
true.
Yeah.
Mine burned on the
Exactly.
couch. Mine burned. We knew, like, they were never hiders of anything. It was just grown-up things and kid things that we could do. But my older brother, 3 years older, never ever smoked. Still hasn't to this day.
You never tried it once?
Never tried it once. So it's not the house that makes the smoker. I guess it's you
Right.
know what I mean. Like
Because,
for
I mean,
them.
you know, I just, like you're saying about, like, the women cannabis moms.
Right.
Like, I am so, like people don't understand. Like, for instance, a person is, like, no matter what they do, some people just can't handle their shit, right?
Right.
You know, like, my husband's one of them. You know, like, 2 beers and he's like, you know, oh, I gotta lay down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and, like, I have a son, you know, and I always worked. Well, even before my son, I always worked 1 or 2 jobs if I could.
Right.
You know, I paid my rent. If I had enough
Exactly.
money for weed, good for me. If not, well, that sucked, but oh well.
Exactly. And everybody comes home and winds down after a hard day at work. What do you
Little
do it with?
nightcap.
Some people do it with exercise. Some people do it with food. Some people do it with
Most of the
music.
time it's
Some people
booze,
do it
you
with
know?
alcohol. Most people do it with alcohol.
Yeah.
Pot, I think,
why
is
that
about the
legal
best.
and this isn't. is what
Wind
I
down
don't
vice.
understand.
Yeah. Commerce. Only money. That's it. Like,
Exactly.
And now they can't even use the lies anymore. Like, you know, all the old stories, the reefer madness and all that.
Yeah, it was all
doesn't
based
even
because of
work.
hemp
Like,
paper. They were afraid of the
exactly.
paper company.
And now,
it's
but
interesting,
now we
yeah.
have the evidence. So, and even without the FDA testing, we have the bodies. Even without the double-blind placebos that we can't do because cannabis is still a level 1 drug, so we
Yeah.
can't do all that testing to prove its medicinal values.
What's the
But
worst
now
that can
we have-
happen?
but
You
since
eat
it's-
a few Twinkies? Like, come
Exactly.
on.
But since
You're
Fried
not going to go,
Twinkies.
like, drive drunk and kill somebody, you know, with alcohol.
that's true.
And it heals.
And it
in
heals a
treats.
lot of people. And that's the beauty of it,
And
because
that-
now we have
like,
the evidence.
It's changed my life.
Unless
You
you're doing
know?
dabs. I think if you're doing dude, dabs fuck you up, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
they
I don't
do.
think
Yeah, like-
anybody should get behind a wheel after they've been dabbing.
No, absolutely
I,
not.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun.
I
The very first time I did it, I had an anxiety attack. A
Right, that's-
literal one.
Speaking of attack, I guess the aliens are supposed to be attacking.
No, did you?
What's up with that?
So
Yeah,
today,
what's up with this?
Today,
Some
today we were
Christmas
standing around. All of a
conspiracy.
sudden, everybody's phone started going beep beep beep. Everyone's phones are beeping, and we got what they're called a presidential alert. They were
Oh,
testing.
yeah, that.
They were testing a presidential alert, and I was like, "Damn, dude, Trump's got everybody's phone number."
That's exactly.
So you know what I
I
did?
thought.
Well, you couldn't reply, but I wanted to. I was gonna be like, "Who phone knew it?" Or "New phone, who did?" I wanted to so bad.
Fucking A.
Yeah. So, wasn't that kind of weird?
It
How
was weird.
we got a presidential alert? So basically, what they were saying is like
They're coming.
in case the president wants to address the whole nation, he'll just do it through.
He can tweet directly to us.
Can they just legalize cannabis before the
tweet
freaking
America,
aliens come and kill
one
us all
tweet.
or
The
whatever?
whole country.
He said, "Fuck that! I
This will
want
be
the
chill
whole
when it happens.
country. I want the whole country."
Imagine how
to
that
have
meeting
my
went down,
Twitter.
huh? I want to tweet America.
I want the whole country to have my Twitter.
And it's going to be huge.
Oh God! Can you imagine
get-
if everybody's phone off every time he tweeted?
Oh god. 30% of phones would go in the lake.
Like I mute mine sometimes because it's bad enough with the people I follow or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
The big right away I went because I love conspiracy stuff. So right away
me too.
I was reading stuff on Twitter about the conspiracies and that this is all just the beginning for the next big false flag, which is an alien attack. Aliens. You know what a false flag is, right?
I do.
It's where you invent an enemy.
AKA the Gulf of Tonkin.
Right, wasn't that during Vietnam?
So
Yeah.
thrust us into it.
Right,
Made up event.
right. Because the military-industrial complex needs to constantly be in perpetual war. So if you
Rich
don't have an
nigga
enemy,
welfare.
Profit before people.
right? If you don't have an enemy, create one. You know. and-
Got
What else are they going to do?
So first they said it was going to be the communists, right? Then it was going to be the terrorists, and then after that, the next plan when it upgrades is going to be extraterrestrials. How you feel about that?
Communists
What are
are
your
our homies now, so that's not working anymore. It's like, well, it's the president's homies.
There's a
But-
Space Force.
Aliens, like, yeah. Invasion, I could see it.
Well, it'll be a fake invasion, though. It won't actually be extraterrestrials
Oh, it'll be fake. I actually think that could be a good thing.
pretending to fight aliens.
That's the only thing that's going to unite white and black people.
Oh, so
It's the threat of something coming from another world that's going to kill us all.
right. Ronald Reagan said that.
We need, that's as drastic as it is to make us get along, like fucking, or it's gonna be something drastic like that. We're all gonna die if we don't fuck around.
Right. I would like to think that we could get along with aliens. I think aliens aren't here aren't out in front of us because we're hot. Like, look at it, we're hostile, man. We're fucking kill each other.
Oh, bro, you want to know my real take?
Yeah.
They're already here.
I think an alien fucked a monkey. I
Who
think
knows? Like,
I think we
anything's
are the
possible.
aliens, bro. I think compared to every other animal on this earth,
We're getting a call.
what we do is alien. We have TVs. I don't know a bird can
I
make
think it's
that.
entirely possible that aliens could have spliced their DNA with
A bonobo ape.
with
The
or
Nephilim?
early man.
The Nephilim.
Yeah. Something, its body wasn't good for this planet, but they could transfer their soul into something else, and they put it into something that could work and herd gold and diamonds and for the outer force. Because we don't even know why we like that stuff, but we heard it all. Like lithium and I think
I've
we're
read
some
that conspiracy
kinda-
theory about the Anunnaki and how the ancient Sumerians and the Anunnaki and how they created man to
I thought about that.
Mine and harvest gold and shit.
Someone just told me about that.
What happened to
Because
our
they're-
But
caller?
I've been thinking that for 10 years and never heard of the Anunnaki.
We had a
we-
caller. Did
did
they
we
hang
lose our
up,
caller?
Steflo? They hung up.
Oh.
All right. Well, you guys can call
Call
into the
back.
show. 916. The number is 916-750-0420.
But yeah,
So-
I think everything we do is pretty alien. So I think like, you know, we're mostly animal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we have all the same
But I
shit.
mean, we can't be the only like
Um,
being like us in the universe either.
No, yeah, that's
The
pretty.
universe is
selfish
like
thought, right?
practically endless. You know.
Yeah, think we're the only piece of shit out there.
We're just in one part of the galaxy. That's the only place we've been. There's others that we don't have the
There's
technology to travel to
definitely
yet. if they wanted to.
I can tell you this. There's definitely aliens.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely aliens. I've had struck up a conversation with a couple of them. Of course, that was in another dimension.
Oh, for real? Is that
Yeah, you can go there, just do a lot of meditation or smoke some DMT, and you'll.
that was a dimethyl dimension?
dimethyltryptamine. That'll do it.
God, I want to try it.
Yeah, okay, so I'll
So
tell you.
Scared, man.
You know
I'm
what
so
tripped me
scared.
out the other day was I was watching this documentary and a guy was describing supposedly he worked within the government. There's a lot of these high-ranking military guys that came out and said that they were come across alien bodies and stuff like that in top secret unacknowledged projects. And this guy was talking about one of the aliens that he describes the body and what it looks like.
Right.
And he's going through it, and he said something that tripped me out because one time when I was in that weird, trippy DMT dimension,
Right.
I saw this alien. He had these big, long fingers, and they had suction cups on the tips of them. And the guy was talking about how they have suction devices on their fingertips, and that's how they interface with these ships that they pilot.
Right. I wouldn't. Like, I don't doubt that shit, bro. Like she said, I think it's pretty selfish to think we're the only thing out in the whole fucking universe.
Well-
and if I think something's out there in the universe, it's not hard for me to think that it might be smarter than us. We're pretty dumb bastards.
How can we be prepared for a fake alien invasion? What do we do?
That's a good question. I mean, it depends how convincing it would be.
We got-
I, mean,
we gotta
I don't necessarily believe that
store
there's going to
food
be a
and
fake
water?
alien
Is there gonna be
invasion.
panic or who are we
Yeah,
scared?
because if their
Maybe we
intentions
give
are
'em weed.
hostile and they want to take us out, they're gonna wait till they know they could take us out and it'd be like boom. done.
There's no.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm
You
going
invite
to
them to the party and give them weed and horse?
any kind of alien invasion. I'm already going to call bullshit on.
Why? Oh,
Because
yeah.
if aliens could get here from
Wow,
as
Burger,
far
good
away
job.
as they are,
I'm
their
not used to
technology is just so far beyond ours that
tasty.
there's no there's no battle.
But you don't think
Got
they
a
have
fruity
like
aftertaste.
flesh
I like
and
that. What is
you
it?
don't think their shit might be penetrable?
Oh, nice.
Just because it can get here and
Nah.
you think they already know what our weapons and our shit is?
My honest opinion about extraterrestrials, I think it's more like dimensional. I think that if they can phase into our dimension, they could just easily phase out, and bullets are going to go right through them.
It'll be like The Mist. Remember that movie?
Oh, right.
Mist.
What do we know?
But
We're
it
a
might
bunch of
be
fucking
Deep
stoners.
Space Nine, and they might be people that jump out of a ship
That
of
missed,
some weird
like,
people.
I
and
read
we
the
might
book
just,
first, or the
like,
novella, and that scared me enough. Then I saw the movie. I was like, oh, hell no.
Which movie?
The Mist. It was actually a Stephen King novella originally. It was in different seasons. The one that had the Stand By Me novella in it, The Body, and I was really into
mean, you
that
think
when I
I'm
was
a geek?
Teenager.
You guys think I'm a geek?
Don't
Yeah.
get me started.
Don't get my sister started. She fucking geeks out on everything.
I am a
Yeah,
pop
tell-
culture whore.
how did-
okay,
how did-
I'm not gonna lie.
How did you get the nickname Lizard?
One of my friends, Matt Wyant, from high school. Unfortunately, he's passed away since then. But
Doesn't need to be a drawn out story. Her name is Liz, and we call her Lizard.
yeah, well,
Oh.
he just said it one day, and it
That's
stuck.
it. End of story.
Long story
Back in
short.
1847.
Me short story, way too long.
That was so
All right.
weird.
That'll work.
Just like old times.
I thought he knew something. I thought he was trying
Right.
to pull something out of her. Like,
Yeah.
how'd you get the name? Like it was a funny story.
Yeah,
like,
no.
No, my name's Liz.
So you dabble a little bit, right?
What do you mean double?
With
Da-
like what, magic or something like that?
Oh, that
or-
was back in the day, dude.
No, don't get me started. That shit used to piss me
Yeah.
off. I don't like that magic
I mean,
shit.
I went through a phase where I'm like, I'm gonna study everything, like all religions.
Oh,
I was
because
just
you've seen it
curious,
really
you know?
in life.
Yeah, it's,
I was
it
raised
does,
Episcopalian,
it's just like
but-
So
it just attracts fucking different kinds of energies and shit. And it's like, you know, it's like cheat codes.
Right.
You know what I mean? You do magic and shit's gonna come back and bite you for it.
I thought ghosts were like the cheesiest things because I didn't think they could touch you or things like that. So it's like, what am I scared of besides the floating? Which I understand scared of, but it
Right.
seems like after 2 minutes of you floating, I'm like, what are we doing here? Should I go, we want to watch TV together? Or like, what's the game plan?
No, it's scary.
Just in theory, I've never seen one. But, so in theory, I'm like, why are ghosts so scary? You've seen them.
Right. Yeah,
So-
it's creepy.
Do
Yeah.
they do
Yeah.
things?
Liz, you were there in the haunted house in Connecticut. What do you
Yeah,
what do you remember?
I even got possessed once after the Ouija
What?
board. Do you remember that when I was in the basement, Nana's old place? And
You-
the clothes
wait,
were
you were
around
playing
me, and I
a Ouija
started
board
talking all weird.
in a
like-
basement? in a haunted house in Connecticut?
Yeah, I don't think I was there for that one, but I'll tell you this: what freaks
I'm
me
not
out.
lying though. For the
What,
record.
what freaks me out about spirits
If
is
my
because
friends are listening, call in and then you can tell the story.
If
I
I-
just don't want to name names. You know.
if the thing that freaks me out about ghosts is because I don't know. Like, if you see a ghost, right? Like when I was a kid, I saw a ghost, right? A woman in
I
a
didn't hurt
Victorian
nobody, though.
dress and shit at the foot of my
I
bed.
just said some weird
Now
shit.
I don't know if that was
And I was like,
actually.
What the fuck am I doing down here?
I don't know if that was actually a woman from the Victorian era or it's a fucking demon. Who knows? Like maybe it's just presenting itself as that.
Right.
No one really knows.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So that's what I don't like about, and if you look at the Bible says nothing about ghosts. It talks about spirits, and when it usually mentions spirits, it's talking about demons, demonic things.
Right.
So, yeah, that's the thing that trips me out. However, what the fuck's in those DMT realms? Are those spirits? What are they? Dimensional beings? Like, I don't really know for sure either. But one of them looked like an alien with suction cup fingers.
Yeah. In theory, I feel like it's doors you unlock in your brain. Like if it's true, we use 10% of our brain in our lifetime, and Albert Einstein used 15 or 18 or whatever they say, then fucking, I think psychedelics are one of the things that kind of open those doors temporarily. So things like LSD or peyote or DMT or things like that might be a key to something else that's there, because too many people see similar things. So it's almost like it's I don't have a lighter, so someone got.
How many joints are you gonna roll and start smoking? Bugger?
This joint is like bigger than my thumb.
I know.
That thing is huge.
Literally.
Look at that thing.
But yeah, just I don't know. That's what I feel like it does. Like it unlocks some place temporarily that might be closed off normally. Like fucking, I think most of our life is just suppressing shit, right? Like fucking, we start out all wide open, and constantly as we go life,
Like they say,
walls to
like
this,
kids can see it all the time. You know,
right?
and like animals, especially dogs. You know,
Right.
well, cats too, but.
Yeah.
I like those videos on YouTube where it shows like dogs freaking out about something that
Yeah.
no one can see.
My dog used to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd wake up out some shit. But yeah, man, I like that fucking.
There's a universe within us.
I like your style, bro.
Yeah. Unlimited realms.
That joint's so big, it's harsh.
Because think about, like, they say the human brain, they don't even know, like, 100% about it. You know what I mean? It's just so...
So basically,
It's
we're
an organic supercomputer.
That's-
if you
We're
wanna
a
think about
computer,
it.
bro. We're aliens.
Right.
We're aliens.
We're in the
basically-
Matrix.
we're jellyfish
Oh, that was freaky.
out of water.
I hope not.
Our brain is just floating around. Like if you take our skin off and take our skeleton off and all our organs off, and it's just our brain and nervous system. We're just like a
Brain is powerful, dude.
we're just like a
It can-
floating jellyfish.
I like
It
it.
tells what everything else in the body do to keep you alive.
Though, what's wrong with my brain that when I got that alert, the presidential alert today, the first thing that was popped in my head was aliens.
Oh, so that's what's the joke? Like, you all thought it was, like, going to be
He was-
that?
hey,
Well, that's just.
How much water do I have in the house?
I was like, why are they
I
testing
love how you
this?
just go straight to aliens over, like, 'cause everybody was all scared about nukes because of Korea or whatever, you know, but...
That's funny.
Isn't it one Korea now? Korea one? Aren't they united, or was that a dream? Or
Nah, they're not one yet.
No?
I think North Korea, Kim Jong still got his spot half lit. Literally. Half lit. Oh, here's another one. I think we should try one of
It's only like one part of North Korea that's lit up at night.
Goddamn right.
Pyongyang.
Oh, wow. Can you please put that on the table, please? What
the fuck
There
is
a
that?
Straw.
this is our one
Step
last
up, can
hope
you
against
see
the
that?
aliens.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Listen, y'all thought my cup was big. Look at that fucking thing.
Go big or go home. So.
I have never
Holy
seen
shit!
a
Dude, it's
one-
Arizona size. Like, it's fucking hot there. Like
Can you-
120 and shit. in
That
the
should
summer,
be
so.
illegal.
How do you pour?
In New York, it is actually. Because they don't
Do you
allow
drink
anything over,
that
like,
while you
24
drive a
ounces.
car?
No, I have to strap
So
it into
you
the
can go
seat.
into Circle K and fill that up with 100
Yeah.
ounces of soda. And how much do you pay
Well,
for that?
I mostly fill it up home, my own ice, and I just buy 2 liters or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, the ice will still be in there the next day, and it keeps it cold, so it's like perfect. So
That is
But are
all
you allowed
it's
to
all
come
you
in?
need.
I see the Circle
Diet
K
Mountain
on
Dew, like I'm good to go.
Holy
No water, of
Circle
course,
K
too. But
offered that.
this will be me throughout the day or whatever.
Goddamn right.
Unless
it
I got a
will.
lot of cotton mouth, then.
Then
You know,
I take
I
two.
think it's safe to say that maybe you should consider cutting down on your soda intake.
I drink water
Holy
too.
fuck!
That's a lot.
Look at that thing.
What is that? A gallon? A gallon
But
is
over
100
like 12 hours, drinking this, like that's
Right,
not
but,
bad.
but if you have a cup like that stays icy cold all day, like you're not.
What's a
that's-
gallon? 100.
What fucking else? are you
Okay,
gonna drink?
Bud, we got to make a commercial for this.
I think so.
And you know what it's going to look like, right?
That is amazing.
Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth Buster.
Yeah,
exactly.
my mouth's not going to be dry today.
You go into 7-Eleven.
It's smashed through the wall.
Take you like a minute and a half to
Medication
fill.
I have to take if
It's
you
going to be like
got
boxing
cotton
gloves.
mouth.
We
Sucks.
punch through the wall with it.
I'm gonna have to like take a break to use the bathroom halfway filling that thing up.
Exactly. I wonder how much it is if you go into Circle K and put it under the thing and filled it up, because it looks like Circle K offered it for that.
I don't know. Arizona probably like I think it's like $1.50 or so.
Get a gallon of soda.
It's not a gallon, for the record. It's 100 ounces.
I think-
and I fill it like completely to the top with ice first, and then I pour it
Oh,
in.
for sure. But isn't a
So
gallon
the
like
ice melts too,
128?
so I'm getting water in there.
Yeah, I'm drinking ice.
I love it.
That's what my doctor said. He's like, fluids, it's fluids, But he's like,
Holy fuck!
I use a
Drink at least,
big
like,
cup. Like, I'm
2
a
bottles
big
of
cup
water a day.
guy.
Right.
In my house, like, I need a big cup.
but
like,
that's
with
not.
a bunch of
Can you even
ice and-
call that a cup?
I don't think so.
That's
I
a
think
fucking
that's a pitcher,
bucket.
right? But I see a straw out of the top, so it's like a cup. Like, I love it. I love it. I'm just intrigued.
Would you like to upsize your large drink to a bucket for 50 cents?
For 50 cents more, would you like another half gallon?
I don't need no combo meal because I already have my drink.
Oh, I think a gallon is like 128 ounces.
Like you can't even. Like you can't
correct.
even.
That's
Your stomach can't even hold that much.
Well, you just sip on it.
You know
You're
what
not
you do?
like guzzling it. Like, come
Vacuum
on.
seal like a sandwich and throw it in there. It'll keep
Yeah,
it cold.
sis,
all
like a
day.
cooler.
We're not attacking you, love. We're just
We're
in
talking shit
awe.
about the cup.
We're just in awe.
But I mean,
of that.
just
we've
imagine. I have to
never seen
strap
that.
it into the seat of the car.
Exactly.
you know,
Does Arizona make cars with cup holders for that?
not that big.
Oh my god!
That is great.
Like
What
the
do
Jolly Green Giants like mug.
What
And stuff.
what do they call that though? Like, cause there's like small, medium,
Big
large.
ass fucking cup. Because I see it all the time when I used to go fill it up at like
They call it the
convenience stores
BFC.
or whatever.
BFC, the
Right.
big fucking cup.
That is awesome.
People would be like, "Where'd you get that?" like, and I'm like, they're either thinking, "Damn, what the fuck," or they're thinking, "Damn, what the fuck, I want one." you know?
Wow.
That's crazy.
You should make a bong out of it. You get big old ribs on it. Yeah, go ahead. Take a hankering off that McGee.
I remember back in the day using like
Gravity
2-liter
bongs?
soda bottles or like gallon milk jugs that you cut and like do it in the sink. The gravity ones, remember that?
Nice. Oh yeah, I made some really great gravity bongs.
that, like,
I'll be right back, bro.
22.
I gotta go
Yeah.
drop a deuce.
Yeah. Call into the show, 916-750-0420, 916-750-0420. Of course.
Well, we got to do some chronic calls and shout outs, but I think I want to hear another story
Another story.
from your sister.
Oh,
what's
sister
on?
story.
Yeah, sister story.
Shout out to
Oh.
who?
He's in the chat room, Statesman.
Statesman. Shout out to
Alright.
Statesman.
All right,
Thankful.
Sounds very official.
statesman.
Statesman.
Be thankful is another guy.
Be
in the chat
thankful.
room.
Shout out to Be Thankful.
That's our homegirl Bernadette.
Tia Maria.
Tia,
Tia,
that's my
Tila
best
Tequila.
friend.
I
And
like
my
it.
sister-in-law.
I like it. I like that you wore a
She
Harley
needs to
Quinn
call in.
t-shirt.
Like, Tia, you need to call in because, like, you love conspiracy things about everything. I'm more, like, paranormal. That's, like, the shit I've, like...
Yeah,
think-
tell us a
but
paranormal
Tia,
story.
Tia's so freaking smart. Like, she reads, like... She just reads everything, and, like, she's told me some stuff. I'm like, damn.
Tell
like,
us-
I gotta
tell
tell
us
my
something.
brother about that angle, It's pretty interesting.
Like,
That cup is definitely a bladder buster. That's for sure. I got a page.
She's got a really good ghost story too, actually.
Yeah, tell us a story. Which
The
one?
lady on the corner.
Anyone can tell us a story. 916-750-0420. That's 916-750-0420. Booger, I don't think you need to roll any more joints. Like, that one joint right there is still burning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I don't think I need any more. I'm good for right
Booger,
now. I mean, I could keep going, but like,
with a
I
cup
am
that
on
big,
camera.
you should be able to smoke more weed.
good thing I'm
just
not
saying.
driving home.
Right?
Tell me a story.
Tell them a story.
A good one.
Well, I know the one like my dad would always lead with, like the Italian bread, the levitating
Floating bread.
Yes,
Booger still thinks I should
that
get
was the
a.
first like thing, like poltergeisty kind of activity. Like you didn't see a ghost, but you know, the
Booger
bread like went off the counter, shot out of the room, went around like because the regular room was an angle, remember, and then whacked my dad in the head when he was in that family, remember, where the TV was.
Yeah.
You know,
My mom was cooking dinner. I've told this story many times. My mom was cooking
and
dinner.
the look on my mother's face.
The
I'll never
Italian
forget.
bread
She was
floated
terrified.
off the kitchen counter, and then my mom saw it, screamed. The bread shot out of the room and ran right into my dad as he was coming to see what the fuck was going on.
Oh,
are we doing dabs now? What's going on? What's happening?
So this is.
You tried that.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, you need a better lighter
Whoa.
for a joint that big.
That'll light it.
Yeah.
These are. I don't think these are beard friendly.
So how old were you the first
yeah, they
time?
look kind of hazardous.
How old were you the first time?
That was like elementary school. Like I'm 3 years older than him.
Mm.
So
Your first encounter. How? What age? Do you remember anyway?
I remember when being young enough to have like a bottle, because I used to have like this Fred Flintstone bottle, right? And I can still remember being in my room and having I used to have like a picture frame
2-3 years old.
of I had like a clown
that
room, which is kind of freaky, right? And I had this framed picture of a clown, and it would start swaying back and forth. And I can still remember just looking at it. But when you're a kid that age, you're not thinking that it's a ghost moving it. You're just like, oh, cool, look, my
Exactly.
picture's moving. You know what I mean? But
Like,
I can remember
okay.
my mom looking very concerned, and she wouldn't go into the bedroom. She'd make my dad go in there, and my dad would go to stop, because it's swaying back and forth like this.
Right.
My dad would go to stop it, and it would boom, stop dead, like almost like some invisible force, like just put their hand on it and stopped. It didn't slow down or slowly stop. It just stops.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
So you guys lived amongst them. Like it was pretty much like, okay, stop. Your dad's almost like going in, like, stop. Like he's not as fearful as it is, more as he's just trying to stop it. Like.
Yeah, like the whole activity in the house started because my parents put up a wall.
Yeah, when they built your bedroom.
Yeah, they built my bedroom was like the
Because you were
the
born like, let's
center
give him
of
his
it.
own room.
Right. So I mean, there's a lot of theories that go into that. Like some people say that like children can cause paranormal activity. That it's not even, that's called a poltergeist, and it's not even actual ghosts. It's
a
it's some
manifestation.
some kind of what do you call that, like PK or something?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm
Oh.
stoned now.
Yeah, right. I know what you mean because I remember watching documentary
But
about
that's
that.
crazy because I never seen none of that shit. But I still believe in all of it.
Some people
No.
just
You know,
sense
I'm
it.
not
Like, some people just feel it too, not necessarily see it.
Yeah, I believe in energies.
Now, let me ask you this,
Okay.
Jamie Jones.
I like it.
If you were to see something like that, would that trip you the fuck out?
Yeah.
Like, would that change your whole perspective on?
I don't think so because I feel like I already believe it. So I almost feel like it would confirm some shit. Like, I think something's out. I don't know about ghosts and shit like that. That would probably trip me out because I would wonder what that is. I've never had. But alien thing, I'd be like, oh, yeah, what's up? What y'all got here? We're cousins, right? Tell me the truth.
If I saw a ghost or an alien and I wasn't on something, that would freak me the fuck out. Like, I don't ever want to like come across a ghost and not be high.
Right.
You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
Because happened to me. Like, like all sober, and then you're just like,
My
I
first
crazy?
reaction or my first instinct would be to get that thing high, whatever it is.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
like pass the joint. blow
I
some
come in
smoke on it.
peace, right?
Fuck that. No, you wouldn't. You see a ghost, you're fucking. I'm out of the fucking
Nah,
room.
Boog would pop up. Hey, bro, what's up? Friends. He'd go up with fist bumps and a joint. Like, what's up, man? Have a seat.
Low tip, Dad.
You tired?
Like you see in movies, like either they're like bad ghosts or they're freaking Casper or whatever, right?
Right.
So it could go either way. So it's like
True.
my brother's rather be like, I'm gonna take my chances, just bail.
You know what? You want to know what freaks? You want to know what freaks me out more than anything?
What?
Shadow people.
Oh yeah.
For real.
I mean, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I think.
That's
I
some
thought
scary
I
shit.
saw that.
You ever-
You know what I'm saying?
shadow people freak me the fuck
the
out. Like
fuck
I
is
don't
shadow
ever
people?
want to see a fucking
Oh,
shadow
that's that
person.
Will Smith movie shit.
I don't know if there's
What's
been
the
a movie
Will
about.
Smith boo, babe? I Am Legend?
I don't
Oh
know.
no,
I've
those
seen
are like
that.
vampires.
Those are like vampires.
I've
I thought
seen that
those
some
were
ghosts
people in
appear
the
No,
like
I'm
a
talking
shadow
about
misty form
shadow
instead of,
people
like-
are actual like some people say that they're like dimensional beings. Some people say that they're like ghosts. Some people say they're like aliens. I don't know what the fuck they are.
that
shadow
this
people.
new
But they
show I've been
look-
watching,
they look like
had something
shadows.
that.
They look
These
like
shadow
shadows.
people, like killing people.
There's videos on YouTube where like a shadow person, like
It's
it's a
just a big
shadow.
TV
Someone's
show.
walking down a hallway, and then a shadow on the wall all of a sudden fucking like comes out and grabs the person and starts dragging them down the hallway a little bit.
Oh, that's deep.
That's fucking scary, dude. Like
That's deep.
to literally be afraid of your own shadow.
Yeah, I feel like I should be stronger than them.
Right? Yeah.
I have the muscles. They just have paint or like whatever they're made of.
But wouldn't that but
Oh
to-
yeah, it would freak
that's
me the
fucking
fuck
scary.
out. Anything grab me. It could be a fucking
A Victorian-
opossum.
a Victorian woman that's like when I saw ghosts, it was like 3-dimensional. It looked like a regular person, but they were in black and white and they flickered like an old movie. That's what I saw
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Yep.
And it stood at the foot of my bed. That was scary enough, but a fucking
It shook
shadow
the bunk
person
beds.
with no features, just a fucking shadow.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird, and a lot of people talk about them. There's a lot of videos on YouTube where you can see where shadow people were caught on film, and that shit freaks me out. I don't
God,
ever
no.
want to see that.
I
Ever.
feel like you give yourself goosebumps like 4 times a day.
You know what gives me goosebumps every time I talk about it?
Yeah.
Dimethyltryptamine.
DMT.
DMT does
Every
that.
time we have a conversation, he goes, "That see, look, bro."
Yep.
His whole fucking body is standing up.
Because it's so
Yeah.
weird, dude.
What is it?
So yeah, that's all. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know what the fuck's up with.
Yeah,
with
he
that.
would. Not, he would definitely pass the lie detector test for any and all. He is telling the truth of what he is seeing.
Aren't you glad
What-
Joe Rogan told you about that?
Yeah,
Shout out to Joe Rogan.
right.
That was nice of him.
Oh, he told you about that on the radio.
In person.
Yeah, in
In
person.
person, not on his
Like when I
podcast.
tell people that I found out about DMT from Joe Rogan, they're like, "Oh yeah, I watched that show too." I was like, "Well, yeah, but like he actually like told me in person." I had,
like we talked about. How'd that happen? He came to what radio station?
KSFM.
102.5, biggest
Yeah.
station in Sacramento.
I was doing mornings on there.
the morning show. You know, plug.
Yep. Wait.
Doing that gangster shit. You know what I mean? Morning show, top slot, and the top station in the city. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it light. It's regular. But anyway, go on with your story.
So right before he showed up that morning, someone was like, "Oh, you need to ask him about tripping." Like Joe Rogan likes to trip. He's got a deprivation chamber
Tank in his crib, yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck? Okay, cool." Like I've tripped many times on mushrooms and did some acid when I was in high school. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
And so I started talking to him about it, and then he was like, "Well, he goes, mushrooms and acid is cool, but like, have you tried DMT?" And I was like, "What the fuck what is that?" And he just like looked like, "You don't know what dimethyltryptamine is? DMT?" I was like, "No." And he told me about it, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like I've seen some cool shit on shrooms. Like I see the table move and bend, and I've seen people on movies where they get all fucking weird looking and you
Like
laugh
different
at it.
colors or something, like green
Yeah,
skin.
like that's always
Yeah.
been my psychedelic experience. But like I've never met aliens and fucking elves and gnomes and shit. But on DMT,
I
you
wish.
really
Like,
fucking
that's what
do.
I wanted
You
when
really
I tried
do that.
acid. I was like,
You
oh, it's a
interact with
cartoon
shit.
and stuff.
On acid, I never interacted.
But I just
with
had like
nothing.
the.
I just
You
watched
know, you
the
go
show.
like this, and you see the tracers on your hands or the lights on the cars,
Mm-hmm.
and then like a little body how you like floaty. That was it. I
Yeah,
didn't-
that's
I didn't have like true like visual ones.
Oh, I thought I've seen dogs and
Besides
shit when I was
tracers
on
or whatever
acid.
being
I thought I've
enhanced.
seen things that weren't there.
We should do a chronic call for Rogan. Right? What do you
Yep.
think?
Yep,
right.
hit it. So I was telling Booger about this the other day. Something about DMT that really tripped me the fuck out. Because every time I've done it, it's always been different. You know what I mean? There's
Oh,
always
good.
it's always a new experience, but yet sometimes it's a familiar experience. So I was in that wherever the fuck it takes you, right? And I saw what looked like kids, and I was like, who the fuck are these? Who are these kids? There's like kids running around. They're like picking up boxes and like just doing weird shit, you know? And I've come across them before. Another time I saw these kids and they were holding up like signs. Look. There goes those goosebumps, bro. They were
There it
holding up these signs, right? And I couldn't tell you what was written on the signs, but they were very like excited and very like, you know, like look, you know?
Right.
And I'm like, who the fuck are these kids? Why am I seeing kids? And then it dawned on me that these aren't kids at all.
What up?
They were fucking elves.
Elves?
Elves.
And not
Like-
Santa's elves either.
And I've listened, and I've heard Terrence McKenna describe like the little tykes, you know, and fucking machine elves, and these were like literally like Christmas elves, like Santa's elves. They look like kids, and they would have striped. They had like striped like clothing on.
And they were worker bees?
Well, I just remember like. It's weird because I remember they were like moving shit around. Like one of them had like a box and they were just running along. They were very busy doing shit.
Right.
And I thought, why am I seeing this?
I think because elves are and dwarfs and midgets are meant to be slaves.
No.
I think that's what you've realized, right?
No, not at all. I was
not-
just like, what the fuck is this? And the other weird thing about DMT is
Have you ever seen them in a dream not working?
sometimes your perspective is different. Sometimes you're
Are they
looking
in a
at
union?
them. I've had trips where I'm looking at these beings from an above angle, from like above and looking down at them.
Okay.
Sometimes they're, and what's weird too is they'll notice me. And they'll look up at me, and it's almost like they start trying to climb up to get into your face and shit. Almost like I'm looking at it through a monitor, through a camera.
Right.
That DMT is something else, dude.
Something
Something
goddamn
else.
else.
I've seen tree gnomes.
Tree gnomes? Like
Yeah, my
Nomeo
tree-
and, like Nomeo and
Yes,
Juliet?
my tree was full of them, little gnomes,
Uh-huh.
and they're all looking at another tree. They didn't even notice me.
Right.
And then one of them was looking at me, and it blinked its eyes, ding, ding, like that. And I was like, "Oh shit!"
See, Booger doesn't close his eyes. He keeps them open.
Oh, on a trip?
Oh.
Yeah. Which is crazy because I can't help but close my eyes.
Have you done it with eyes open?
Yes, I mean, it's fucking crazy, but not as crazy as when you have your eyes closed. Everything's... Oh, are you going to throw up?
Oh. I hope not. Can we get a
That's why
cup?
the big cup is beneficial too.
Uh-oh.
Might need it.
You're going to spew into this. No. All right, Steph Lowe, what's our time right now? 7:30?
7:30.
All right, well,
What time did we start? We were late.
6:30.
Yeah.
Something like
Oh,
that.
that's nice.
6:45.
yeah, it's time to wrap it up. We got there's another show coming on tonight again. We talked about it a little bit earlier. The world premiere of Blunt Broad.
Yeah, blah, blah.
Also, don't forget to hit up our girl Steph Lowe. What's the Instagram again?
Steph Lowe, 1993.
She really likes dick pics.
She does. She got one from Budman.
Yeah, it was Andy Dick.
And it was Andy Dick.
It was Andy Dick. Next time it'll probably be Dick Cheney.
But any one of our listeners, go to Steph Lowe 1993 on IG
Yeah.
and send her a cock photo. She
There you
like
go.
it. You win a T-shirt, a Budman and Booger T-shirt.
I like it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
We're
gotta
always
figure out-
hiring
We got
interns and promo girls.
We got to make a T-shirt.
Booger's looking for someone to cuddle with at night. So if there's any volunteers,
Who?
you can hit Booger up.
Oh, Bud.
And people can find you online too to hear your stories.
Yeah.
Cause you got good ones.
All right.
Where do you give those wicked stories? Twitter?
Oh, eSteel75.
Yeah.
But
Steel.
Steel with an E on the end, you know.
Steel75.
On Twitter and
Her husband also writes fiction.
I think on Instagram as well, yeah.
Nice.
He writes stories.
Made up story?
Yeah, like fiction,
Yeah, that's
like
the one,
horror
right?
stories
Yeah,
and shit.
non-fiction.
Like he's told me a couple of them. I was like, that sounds actually kind of
Who?
fucking cool.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh, Joe?
Joe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got a movie in the works.
He's got stories too.
Not,
Honestly, you could probably make a movie out of some of his stories. They're actually good.
Right.
not really.
He was
Nothing
telling
like
me one.
mine. Let's
He's
just say.
telling me one where this girl, it's she goes in for like weight loss surgery, and then she wakes up and then she's actually she's like people are gonna eat her.
Is this softcore porn?
It probably could be.
We can go down.
Oh,
Yeah, we can
the
go that route.
liposuction like horror story.
Yeah. She wakes up
Yeah, that
from
was
the weight
flashback
loss
thing
surgery
pretty
and
good.
realizes the weight loss is because people are preparing to eat her. I was like, cool, man.
It's like some like crazy alien
Mind
races
blown.
like ritual like once a year, like
Yeah.
choose a sacrifice or whatever.
That is
Pretty
crazy.
interesting.
all right. Well, we're gonna wrap
Shout out
things
to
up.
your husband.
Shout out to
Yep.
Joe. And you got a shout out, Booger?
Man, I had the best shout outs. I always forget every show.
Yeah, because you're high. You just roll like 17 joints.
Yeah.
Booger's just booger.
I'll think of them right when we go off the air.
Right.
Right
Save
on
it for
the
next
show.
time.
Yeah.
There you go. There you
Oops, sorry.
go. All right.
I didn't mean
So-
that.
I guess we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
New studio.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Brand new studio. We're not taking any time off. We'll be up in.
Upgrading.
We're
We're
already
climbing the
built.
ladder.
We're building out, building bigger and better. 2 sets. We'll have a couch set and a table set
Nice.
on the same place. Studio, office, merch room.
Mothership.
We're building our empire. We're
Yeah.
growing already.
We got some surprises for you guys.
We do some big ones.
Yeah.
Guests like we're working on. We turning this Wild Jones Podcast Network into a machine. We've hired 4 or 5
money machine.
guys in the last week to come on and see the vision and help. So promotions, marketing, video, fucking you name it. We got it all, like every piece to the puzzle now. So we're gonna build this team and grow the fuck out of them. And with your shows being one of the first ones. So
Oh, hell yeah.
I like
Thank
it.
You. It's
let's go.
It's the art of small talk.
All right. Make sure you guys subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit that bell. And we'll see you guys back here on the Budman and Booger Show, the Wild Jones Podcast Network. Same bud time.
Same bud channel.
See ya.